Hello, nerds! Thank you for joining me here on Nerd News Clips. This is the second channel. This is the place for all of the short-form content as well as the individual sections and just generally speaking smaller things. If you are into the longer form content, youtube.com/generallynerdy is the place to go see that. With that out of the way, let's get into this. Okay, rumor mill, let's do this. So I'm gonna come out and admit to something real quick at the beginning of this. Rumor mill, I had a rumor that I needed to follow up on because today, or actually today as you're watching this, tomorrow as I'm filming this, there are supposed to be some rumors confirmed. And I'm not going to be able to confirm them before this goes live, so I'm just cutting them out. We are not going to be talking about the Apple event. There are rumored things that are supposed to be confirmed and happening at the Apple event, but again, I am going to be unable to confirm them, so we're not going to talk about them today. I might put them in the refutations or confirmations section next week, and that's why I'm starting like this, so that doesn't come out of the blue. But yeah, I had it in my notes that we were going to talk about a couple of these rumors, but it's not feasible. So let's get into new sources. We have one new source talking about Silent Hill 2 remake. There have been screenshots leaked online, which maybe I will try and find, though I have been told that Konami is going around and striking people for posting these leaked images, which is why we're giving it as high of a rating as we are. The likelihood that these screenshots are legit seems pretty solid, though I am going to err on the side of caution and say it's about 70% likely that we will be seeing a Silent Hill 2 remake soon. That is all we have for news sources. Let's get into new rumors. All right, so our first one is kind of ludicrous, but we're going to talk about it anyway because that's why we do this. The Hulk, Bruce Banner, according to this rumor, is going to be the next big bad in the MCU. Because of some throwaway line of dialogue in She-Hulk, now the rumor mill is going all crazy. Oh my God, are they gonna set up the Hulk as the big bad? No, they have a lot of proper villains to put in that role for this phase. They're not gonna screw it up by totally flipping Hulk on his head. That's just not how this is gonna happen. At this point in his evolution as a character in the MCU, this doesn't hold water at all. I gave it a very generous 20% likelihood that we would be seeing Bruce Banner as the main villain, or as a villain at all, in the MCU going forward. Yeah, just not gonna happen. Next one is another gaming rumor. We do have Nintendo. This is actually technically two rumors, though specifically we're talking about the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker both making an appearance, some sort of remake, remaster, something along those lines, at the then second rumor, Nintendo Direct that is supposedly happening sometime very soon. So the Nintendo Direct probably is going to happen. We're going to give Nintendo Direct right about an 80% chance of happening within the next month, I'm going to say, just to be safe. But then Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, rumor based on rumor, both of them. So as high as we can go is 50%. And this is a very hopeful 50%. I mean, if I'm being honest, it's not 50% likely. I think it's less, much less than 50%. But hopefully, I'm being very hopeful here. We will be seeing it, so we're putting it right at that 50% for the rumor based on rumor. Then we're moving over to Android. Android OS version 13 is rumored to have satellite connectivity and not just Wi-Fi and then the cell connectivity. So you will be able to connect to a satellite link for your interweb connections on Android 13. This comes from a decent source. but it's hard for me to second source tech rumors, so it's really hard for me to go above 50%. I am going 50% because this makes a fair amount of sense. That does seem to be a logical evolution of connectivity for cell phones. So yeah, 50% likely that we will be seeing satellite connectivity in Android version 13. Next, we're talking about Konami. This one, all right, so Tokyo Game Show is happening very soon, and there are rumors because Konami has said that they are going to be announcing sometime in the future. They didn't say exactly when, so Tokyo Game Show part might not be accurate, but they did say that they're going to be reviving a fan favorite series, which has led a lot of fans to think Suikoden and maybe Metal Gear. But then we got those leaks that we already talked about, because Konami, if you'll remember, also does Silent Hill. So that's probably what they're talking about. So the likelihood that Suikoden or Metal Gear Solid are going to be announced as remakes, remasters, what have you, pretty low. This is another hopeful percentage, because I do hope that there's more than just a remake of Silent Hill 2. I don't think it's actually going to happen. So we're putting this at about 40% likely that we'll be seeing either Suikoden or Metal Gear announced soon. The next rumor we have has to do with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is another gaming rumor. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are rumored to be getting another AAA title in 2023, which is very, very soon. The reason this is going under rumor and not reported as news is because I haven't heard anything as far as who's developing the game. I haven't heard anything, just an announcement. I don't even remember the exact source that made the announcement. I've seen a number of outlets covering it and talking about it, but the exact source, probably Paramount, the people who own the rights to it right now. But there's no development house attached to this, so there's no reason to believe that it's going to be coming that soon. But because it does come from somebody apparently very close to the source, that it gives us reason to think that maybe they're keeping something very close to the chest. I'm giving this one an 80% likelihood. We will be seeing something probably in exactly a year. So next holiday season, we'll be seeing a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles AAA title. It has honestly been probably 2 console generations since we got our last decent AAA title with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles attached. So I'm kind of excited about that. Our next one has to do with House of the Dragon. This is kind of 2 rumors, but we're going to deal with it as one because I think the likelihood for both of these people is slim and none. Season 2 is said to bring in Henry Cavill and Elizabeth Olsen. I'm going to go against what my notes say on this. So Elizabeth Olsen, Henry Cavill, both rumored to be coming in Season 2 for House of the Dragon. All right. Henry Cavill is a very busy man, especially if you believe half of the rumors about him out there, because so many of them kind of contradict others. Only half could theoretically be correct. But Henry Cavill is probably, again, this is rumor, but probably going to be pretty tied up with Superman stuff and very potentially Witcher and things of that nature. And then also he had another game property that he was going to be acting in. I can't remember what it was right now. But yeah, so Henry Cavill, we already know, is a very busy man. So that kind of kills it for me. But then also Elizabeth Olsen is the Scarlet Witch. She's under contract with Marvel. I don't know if she could be in something else right now. So I think, again, my notes say 50%. I don't think it's that high. I'm going to say 30% likely that we will see either of these 2 actors in Season 2 of House of the Dragon. And then our next one is a big one. It's a multi-tiered rumor. We're talking about D23. It's happening very soon. D23, the rumors about who is going to be in the next round of Marvel movies. There is a number of rumors, and there's a couple of leakers that leaked a batch of names. And so that's what we're going to be talking about, is that batch of names. So first up, we have Henry Cavill. Again, we just talked about it. I'm putting him specifically, 25% likelihood we'll be seeing him at D23. Denzel Washington, this is the only one that I think might actually be there, because we already know that Denzel Washington is under contract with Marvel to do a thing. What exactly that thing is, we have no idea at the moment. There is wild speculation that we're not going to be talking about. Yeah, I do believe Denzel will be there. Now, the rest of these actors are all fairly average to mildly low. We have John Boyega, Giancarlo Esposito, Jodi Comer, Daisy Edgar-Jones, and no, we'll talk about the last guy unto himself. So yeah, that group right there. John Boyega, Giancarlo Esposito, Jodi Comer, Daisy Edgar-Jones, all, I'm going to put about 50%. There is reasonable things to put, to reason to believe, reasonable reason, there is plenty of reason to believe that they might be there. There's also plenty of reason to believe that maybe they have contracts that take them other places. So yeah, John Boyega, we know, has kind of been flirting with the idea. Giancarlo Esposito has been rumored for some time to be about to sign contracts with Marvel. I don't really know much about the Jodi Comer situation or Daisy Edgar-Jones, though they are names that I have seen kicking around the rumor mill for a while. So again, enough reason on either side to split the middle. So our final name on this list is John Krasinski, is also rumored to be showing up at D23, presumably as a variation of Reed Richards once again. I think there's a 60% chance. I think he is the other one that they're going to have him come back for one more cameo just for fan service, because the fans want him so bad as Reed, that I think that is the way that they're going to do what they want to do and also keep the fans happy, is by having him come on as a cameo. But they're not going to tell us that he's going to come on even as a cameo in D23, I would imagine. It's going to be towards the end of the convention, and he's going to walk out on stage and only be on stage for a couple of minutes at the end of a presentation, and that's going to be, oh yeah, by the way, John Krasinski, and then they leave stage. So yeah, I think that is about the long and the short of it as far as all of those names are concerned. Once again, this has been just a brief segment from the larger episode that has been posted over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. Go over there for the long form content, or just subscribe here if you want it in bite-sized chunks. Thank you very much for joining me, nerds. We'll see you in the next one. Before we go though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.